Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 y'all. My name is Nikki. I teach people how to create the lives that they love by using their minds, baby. Come on in. Come on in. Again, my name is Nikki. I teach people how to create the lives that they love by using their minds and their mind power. Okay? Come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so good to see you guys. Come on in and tap that screen. Let's get this live to the FYP, baby. Okay, we are here to change our lives today. My lives can be life-changing if you let them. Okay, it's so good to see you guys. Okay, I'm going to recap for the past couple of days what we've been going over. And then we're going to get right into today's lesson, okay? So my questions for you today are, who are you? And how are you feeling? How do you feel, okay? These are two very, very, very important questions, all right? That you must be asking yourself on a consistent basis, all right? It's important that you understand who you are, all right? You are a creator, creating within your creation. Within your creation. Happy Saturday. You guys come in, tap the screen, share this live, okay? So it's so important that we acknowledge who we are as a creator so that we can understand our power, so that we can move in our power, okay? As well as, how do you feel? Okay, why is how you feel, why is that your feelings, your emotions, why is this so important? Okay, this is important because I'm recapping our lessons from this week, and then we're going to go into today's lessons, guys. So come on in, tap the screen, share the live. If this is your first time here, this will not be your last, okay? If this is your first time here, this will not be your last. Hey, Mrs. HR lady. Hey, honey. Okay, so y'all tap the screen. Let's help get this live on the FYP and to the people that need to hear it. All right. Okay, so I'm recapping this week's lessons. So we're asking, who are you and how do you feel? The reason why I'm asking you how you feel is because the emotion that you are feeling on a daily basis dictates the frequency that you are vibrating at. Okay. Cute outfit. I'm just in sweats and a sweater. Thank you, but I'm cozy, okay? This dictates the vibration, the frequency that you are in, okay? So it's very important that we acknowledge our emotions and how we feel, all right? Whatever vibration we are vibrating on, guess what, my darling? That is the realm that we will be in, okay? That's where we will be vibing at. Okay, if you wake up and you are happy, if you wake up and you are excited, you will be vibrating on that realm. Okay, if your spouse, if your kid, if somebody else in your house wakes up and they are angry, they're upset, they're hurt, they're going through something, and you vibrating on a high frequency, see, they will be here and you will be here, right? And you will notice the contrast. Am I right? Hey, Shay, you will notice the contrast between the two. Okay? So again, the frequency that you are vibrating on will also dictate what you see in your reality. Okay? So this is very important. Who are you? And how do you feel? All right. So recapping this week's lessons, we were talking about the law of hypnotic rhythm, which Napoleon Hill discussed in Outwitting the Devil. In this law, he discusses that 98% of people, of the population, right, is on autopilot. Okay. And only 2% of the population is really living intentionally. Okay. I think we must be mindful of that. I think that that's something really, really important that we must acknowledge. Okay. Because you definitely want to be in the 2%. Okay. Here on in the winner circle, we're at the 2%. We're in the 2%. We are waking up and living and moving intentionally. Okay? All right? On a daily basis. This is what we're doing. So, the other thing that we were talking about was how we have incoming thoughts and outgoing thoughts. Hey, Maria, welcome back today. We have incoming thoughts and we have outgoing thoughts, okay? So we're recapping this week's lessons, then we're going to go into the new lesson for today. Your incoming thoughts, right? Those are things from, I need you guys to tap the screen and share the live. Your incoming thoughts, those are thoughts that come from your parents, your friends, your peers, your spouse, your family, society, schooling, the TV shows you watch, right? The music you listen to. These are all of these incoming thoughts that are coming at you, okay? Here I am, all right? And everything that I experience throughout the day, hold on. Everything that I experience throughout the day, right, will be incoming thoughts coming at me. I do not have to apply those thoughts to me, right? But when I do decide that a thought applies to me and I attach an emotion to it, then guess what? I've now given that that thought power. Okay? Because your emotions give power to your creations, to your thoughts, okay? Your emotions give power to your manifestation. So for instance, if you are minding your business throughout the day and somebody comes and says something that pisses you off, right? Until you attach an emotion to that thought, it does not apply to you. And it doesn't need to apply to you. Only when you attach that emotion are you saying that this is mine, basically. You're saying that this thought is my thought, okay? And so what happens when we attach an emotion to it? When we attach an emotion to it, then guess what? Our brain is going to want to go out there and make sense of this. Our brain is going to want to go out there and find proof of this new thought that is trying to be embedded within us, okay? So our reticular activating system is going to go out there and look for proof of that new thought. So for instance, let me give you an example. Right now we are recapping this week's lessons, okay? We're going over the law of hypnotic rhythm, which Napoleon Hill discussed in Outwitting the Devil. He was talking about how 98% of the population is on autopilot, meaning they are just literally waking up every single day and they are going throughout their life without being intentional. Only 2% of the population is actually living intentionally, guys. And that's crazy. So you guys that are in here, we're living intentionally, right? Y'all are in the 2%. That's what we do here in the Winner Circle. We move, we live, we think, we breathe intentionally, okay? So we're recapping on that. You have incoming thoughts, you have outgoing thoughts. I am sitting here, right? And as I'm sitting here, I'm going to be getting incoming thoughts that are coming through the music that I listen to today, the conversations that I have today, the phone calls that I get, the emails that I get. All of this is incoming thoughts. We have millions and millions of thoughts every single day. You do not have to apply them to you, right? But when a thought comes running by, passing by, and you stop the thought with your emotion, you latch on to it, you then give that random thought some power, okay? When you give the random thought the power, then your reticular activating system goes into effect. It starts looking for proof of that, okay? So if the thought was, oh, Nikki is fat, right? Say that that's a thought. Say that somebody says, oh my gosh, you gained weight, right? Say that they say that to me. It's a random thought. It's going by. I don't have to pay attention to that. That's their opinion. But if that random thought, it makes me react and I have an emotion to it, then guess what? All right? My brain's going out there and it's going to start looking for more proof of that. And so maybe later on today or tomorrow, right? I may be looking at some pictures and I may be like, damn, yeah, you did gain some weight, girl. Okay, you do look different. Okay? And then all the time, your brain is going to be trying to enforce that thought. Enforce that thought. Now, what happens is once that thought is enforced, it becomes a belief. Okay? It becomes a belief that's ingrained within you. Now, we also have outgoing thoughts, which means they're thoughts from us. And this is when we are living intentionally. This is when we are actually creating our own thoughts and implanting them within us so that we then take on that belief. For example, if I'm negating the negative one that I just gave an example of, if I heard one of, oh, you're gaining weight, right? So now say I want to say to myself, you are the perfect weight. Say that that's the new belief that I want to have instead of I am big, I am huge, I am, larger than what I want to be. All sizes are beautiful, people. We love everything here, okay? And perception is everything. Whatever you prefer, that's all that matters. Don't let anybody tell you anything different, okay? So if I then want to change that though, if I then want to say, okay, I don't believe that I'm overweight. I believe that I'm the perfect weight. I believe that I am a good weight. I love my weight. Okay. Say that that's the new belief that I desire. So now I am intentionally implanting that thought. So my thought will be, I am a perfect weight. Okay. I am at a perfect weight, right? Now, what? Now that I have that thought implanted, I attach an emotion to it. See, we're going to do everything in reverse, right? But intentionally. So now I attach an emotion to that thought. I am at a perfect weight and I'm going to be excited and I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be confident because, hello, your emotions give power to your thoughts. So now that I've given emotion power to that thought, and I do that enough every single day because now my brain is out here looking for proof of that. Remember, I told you, your brain is going to look for proof of this new belief that you're trying to embed. So maybe every single day at the end of my day, when I'm recapping on my day, when I'm giving gratitude for my day, I'm going to say things like, yes, I am at the perfect weight. I tried on my clothes. I love these outfits. I looked so cute today. Oh my gosh, I loved my curves when I was checking out my body today. I'm going to go through things that happened throughout that day. Oh my gosh, I had someone compliment me today, right? I'm going to tally up the things that I experienced that day that aligned with that new thought. What am I doing here? I'm reinforcing the thought. I'm reinforcing the thought. Okay. So now what happens when you reinforce the thought? When you do it enough, you build up enough momentum and you imprint it into you and it's now a belief. This is how you can take thoughts and create them into beliefs within you. This is so important. Once you create a belief within you, that is the lens that you will begin to see your life from. So everything in your life, right, will be reflected according to the lens that you are viewing from. All right. So if your belief now is I am the perfect weight, that is going to be reflected in your life a majority of the time. That's going to be the dominant realm that you will be in. Now, if it's the opposite, if you feel uncomfortable about your weight, right? Say you feel uncomfortable about your weight and that's your belief. Guess what? When you go out and stuff like that, you are going to constantly have things that reinforce that feeling, that belief within you. Okay? So take note of that. These are all of our recaps from this week. Oh yes, yesterday we also talked about the law of detachment, okay, and how important that is. The law of detachment states that, what does it state? Basically what he's talking about in the book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, is how important it is to not be attached to the outcome that you are trying to manifest, okay? Because when you are attached to the actual outcome, it's like you are limiting how it may show up in your life, because the universe is so divine, so magical. Things can happen in any kind of way. I mean, beyond your wildest dreams. So when we latch on to a certain thing, we may try to say and determine exactly how it may come about. And so with releasing the detachment, that allows for us to be in the present, to be in the now. All right? To be in the now. This one is the 7 spiritual laws of success. I was going to read the law that I was going over yesterday, but I just explained it. The 6th spiritual law of success is the law of detachment. The law of detachment says that in order to acquire anything in the physical universe, you have to relinquish your attachment to it. This doesn't mean you give up the intention to create your desire. You don't give up your intention and you don't give up your desire. You give up your attachment to the result, okay? This is very powerful. It stimulates you to remain in the present. The only thing that we're really certain of is the past, right? And so when we are trying to live intentionally and create new things in our lives, we do not want to rely on the past in order to create the new, right? The past is the only thing that we are certain of. And when you are constantly in the past, you are not allowing yourself to be open to the many possibilities that may come in the now and the future, okay? Give me a yellow heart if this makes sense to you. Hey, Jackie! Mwah! Hey, Jackie! Hello, hello, hello. Miss Blogger says exactly. 100% agree on that. Awesome. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Brandon. Hi, Jewel. Contents under pressure. Yes, self-talk is so important. You guys tap the screen. Tap the screen. I'm going to get back to my lessons. Hey, Chiarasology? Is it Chiarasology? How you doing? Rise of the Atlantis. I love that. Heroine to heroine. I love that. San, how are you guys all doing? Maria, Sarah, Elizabeth. Okay, share the live. What's the name of the book? This book is The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. This one is by Deepak Chopra. Deepak Chopra. Yes, a pleasure to meet you. Christine. Okay, I hope I can remember that. Okay, don't make sense because I don't understand. Maria. Don't make sense because I don't understand. Yes, it's the language barrier. I know, my darling. I'm so proud of you for trying to learn English too, though, okay? You're doing big things, okay? You being in this energy, trust me, it's good. It's good. You're in a good energy and just stay here. Things are going to catch. You're going to catch the things that you need to catch, just like you did yesterday, okay? I'm on my break at work. Okay, honey, I love you so much. Mwah. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about the law of detachment. Now let's go to today. I'm super excited about today, right? Because I want to put an emphasis on what I've been going through tremendously lately for the past couple of weeks, okay? 2 or 3 weeks, I've just been going through this huge spiritual transition, more of a spiritual transition, okay? So it's really, really important to me that I communicate to you guys the importance of mastering your reality, but not just the 3D world, also the spiritual world, okay? Also the spiritual world, all right? This is really important, guys, okay? Because this emphasizes that there are different levels of power. You have a spiritual you. You have the spiritual being that is within you. Okay? And you also have the being, this one here, that is here in this realm, the 3D world, right? But we want to master both of these realms. It's not enough to just master here. Okay? So this will indicate to us that we have two power, well, more than that, but what I'm just emphasizing for the example, we have different levels of power, okay? And so if you look here, I was trying to draw. I'm not the best drawer. Let me turn this off. Let me turn on my light. Give me 60 seconds, power tapping the screen. Let's share the live. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. Get this glare off of here, okay? Bring this a little closer for you guys. Tap the screen and share the live. Tap the screen and share the live, okay? All right. So we're talking about why it's important to master our spiritual and our 3D, our physical world, okay? We are both. We are spiritual and a physical being. Why wouldn't we want to master both, okay? So remember, here in the green, let me show you guys. Here in the green, imagine that this is our avatar here. This is our avatar, okay? This is our body, okay? This is here. The green is the 3D world, right? Okay. Now, within this avatar, there is a spiritual being. So that's what the brown is, okay? So the brown will be the spiritual part of us, okay? All right? I need to make sure you guys are understanding this spiritual being, okay? So here is the spiritual us inside the 3D avatar us, right? Now remember, hey, let your shirt talk. Oh my goodness. Long time, honey. Long time. So happy you're here. Welcome back. Okay? Now remember, I told you guys, when we have goals, right? We can create our goals. We can have whatever, we can accomplish whatever we want to, right? We are creators, correct? Okay? So we are creators, creating within our creation, our own creations, okay? Now, the spiritual being, the spiritual us, we come up with goals that we would desire, things that we want to do, right? Okay, if you're listening to the higher you. But more than likely, a lot of us are looking around the 3D world like, oh, I want this material thing, I want this, right? Okay? Now, how can I emphasize this? Okay. Ooh, this is good. All right? This is good. This is good. I need to draw this. Let me draw this really quickly while I have this in my mind. Okay, guys? Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Tap the screen, guys. Share the live. Okay. Let me get this out of my head while I have it. Okay. So the spiritual will be focused on the realms. Ooh! Ooh, this is gonna be so good, you guys. Tap the screen. Okay, the 3D us will be focused on the things inside the realm. Ooh! I'm getting excited. The symbols, the examples, the reflections of the, okay. What's inside? Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna have to wrap my mind around this because it's flowing to me. All right, so we have the spiritual being us, and then we have the 3D us, right? This 3D us right here is looking around here, this reality, and we're seeing certain things that we want, right? We see these cars, we see these houses, we see these objects, these things that we want to accomplish here, right? That's the 3D us. That's here. That's here on this 3D world, right? But then we have the spiritual being that's living within us, okay, who really wants to, whose main focus is, or should be, is to remain high vibrational, okay? And the spiritual us works more in the realms, okay? In the realm of things. So let me give you an example. If I was trying to create abundance, right? The spiritual being, the spiritual part of me will be focused on getting inside the realm of abundance, right? Getting on the frequency of abundance. That's where the spiritual being of us should reside, okay? If we want to create abundance in our lives, okay? But see, the 3D us wants to look for what's in that realm. Like the cars, okay? In the abundance realm, I see the cars, I see the money, I see the all of that, okay? All right? So the higher us, the spiritual us, knows how to get everything that we desire in our lives, okay? Everything that we want and need, we know how to get it. The higher being us, the divine us, knows how to get it, right? Okay? But a lot of us, what do? We rely on this 3D world to make us feel like we got to figure it out here, right? Like we have to go outside of ourselves to get it. When we don't, I need y'all to tap the screen, okay? Share this live, okay? I'm in the flow. I don't want to lose my concentration, but I need you guys to support by tapping the screen and sharing the live, okay? So the 3D us will want to go out here and do things like work harder, you know, go get more jobs, work ourselves to death and stuff when we are trying to create abundance. But the spiritual us knows that you go within, okay, you raise your vibration to that frequency, you live within that realm so that whatever you desire will be and come to you naturally, okay? I hope that made sense, okay? I hope that made sense. Lee, we love you so much. This may not be the live for you, my darling, okay? This may not be the live for you, okay, my darling? We love you. Okay, so now we have goals, right? We are creators. We create with our creative tools. This is what we create with, right? Here on this 3D world, in this 3D world, right? Okay, we create with our thinking, speaking, actions, and emotions. When we want to bring something into the 3D world, we do these things, okay, in alignment, okay? And then our goals actualize, they manifest, okay? So the spiritual us will do the thinking and the emotions, right? And the physical part of us will take care of the speaking and the actions, all right? We're working together in unison. See, the spiritual being is right here in the brown, okay? The body, our avatar, is in the green. We are in, I have it here, but we are one, right? But we're working together, okay? So we have a goal, okay? You think, it starts with your thinking, okay? The first thought that you have about a goal, this is how you create something. Anything that's not man-made, okay? This singing bowl, this eraser, these markers, anything, this board, these clothes, it was all thought of first. It was all thought of first, right? So because it was all thought of first, remember, that's the spiritual being. That's the spiritual part of us, because we're working together in unison with the physical us, all right? So everything starts with the thought. Now, okay, you're going to say your goal is a house. Let me just put a house here, guys, so that we can you can get an idea, okay? Okay, so say your goal is a house, right? Okay, here you are over here, but your goal is here. The thought, okay, you're going to have to go through different realms, right, to get to the frequency of where that house exists, all right? Now, you guys, when you're in a flow, okay, which means when you are paying attention, in tune with the universe, listening to the universe, okay, when you are present, you must be present. When you are present, okay, and you have the, like, spectacular focus, okay, what happens is you get into a flow, okay? You get into a flow. And this is how some people quantum jump. This is how I quantum jump, okay? What happens when I'm quantum jumping, okay? This will mean, like, when you are so in the flow of things, right? Say you want a house, okay? you are so in the flow of things, and you don't know how you're gonna get it. You don't have the necessarily the funds yet, right? Okay, you don't have the funds yet. But when you're in the flow, and when you're present, and when you're focused only on your goal, right? And when you are using the spiritual being and the physical you in unison, okay, together on a daily basis, that creates like this laser focus. Okay, this laser focus, right? And then what happens is, if you allow yourself to get in the flow, in the zone, pay attention to the signs, and when the signs come, you take action, right? What will happen is that inspired divine action, right? What will happen is you will then, it'll seem like you just sped through some of these realms, okay? For instance, okay, you want the house, and then you don't have any money over here, but you have this divine, this focus, this laser focus. You are using your creative tools every single day, right? What will happen is maybe something will happen where, oh my gosh, someone sent you a check. Or you discovered you had some money somewhere. You understand, something will happen that will come instantly and cause you to get to your goal quicker, that much quicker, okay? So again, to recap for the ones who are just joining, today we are talking about mastering your reality. And you know, I love talking about the mind and mastering your mind and manifestation and all of that, right? But not only your 3D world, also your spiritual world, okay? Also, I don't mean to be looking this way. I'm sort of in a zone. I'm sort of just trying to let the information flow. I know you guys are here, and I love you so much. I'd appreciate it if you guys tap the screen and share this live. This live can be life-changing if you let it be, okay? So when I'm looking here, it's just because I'm trying not to get distracted, and I want to stay in the zone and allow for the information to flow through me, okay? And so we're not just talking about mastering the 3D world. We're talking about mastering the spiritual world as well. We are two beings. We have the spiritual us inside of here, inside of this avatar. You understand? So we must use both of them. We must master both of them. You don't want to just master here, earth, here, right now, where you are. You have to master the internal you as well. You have to use both of them every day in unison. They must be aligned together, okay? So the spiritual being, the spiritual us, remember I talk about using your creative tools to create and manifest everything that you want on a daily basis, right? So the spiritual part of us will take care of the thinking and the emotions, all right? The thinking and the emotions, that comes from the spiritual being within us, right? And then the physical part of us will take care of the actions that must take place, as well as the speaking, okay? The avatar here will take care of that, okay? These two beings will work together in unison, okay? They will work together in unison, okay? So, for instance, the spiritual being knows that in order to accomplish what they desire, they must get into the frequency of what it is that they desire. They must get into that realm of what it is that they desire, because that's where they will see, okay, for instance, if they're creating love or abundance or whatever it is, they know that if they want to create abundance, they should get into the abundance frequency. It's not so much about, for the spiritual being, it's not so much about chasing the money, okay? It's not about chasing the money, for instance, or chasing the car, or chasing the house, okay? For the spiritual being. Sorry, my little one's playing. That scared me real quick. It's not about chasing the physical things here in the 3D world for the spiritual part of us. For the spiritual part of us, we know that it's important to keep our vibrations high, keep our frequency high, right? And then get into that frequency or alignment of whatever, hopefully high. They say there's no good or bad. You are able to choose whatever you desire. That's the purpose of the free will here, right? You can be on whatever frequency you desire and choose. And the 3D us will chase the things like the money. Hey, Applejacks, will chase the things like the money, the house, the car, because that's the things that we play with here in the 3D world. See, the spiritual being, they don't care. We don't care anything about that. Okay, we the higher being, us, we don't care anything about that. But the higher being is here to assist us live out the life of our dreams, whatever we do desire. Okay, put a yellow heart in the comments if this makes sense to you. Put a yellow heart in the comments if this makes sense to you guys. Okay. Padrita says, hey Padrita, welcome back. I understand your download. She's really speaking truth. God is in all of us. Divine spirit guides. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you so much. Spirit speaks. Let your shirt talk. How you doing, my love? I love you so much. Mwah! Maria says it's hanging. Okay. Hi, Jana. Thank you so much for the follow. Inspired Creators. Thank you so much for the follow. Marina, thank you so much for the follow. You guys tap the screen. Padrita says, I notice folks around have self-limiting thoughts and don't understand my process, your concepts. Yeah. Padrita, your duty is to continue to pour into yourself and gain more knowledge and understanding of your teachings and your beliefs, because in doing so, it will be reflected in our speaking, in our walk, in our talk, everything. Okay, so I don't necessarily have to do this stuff on TikTok and talk about it and teach it on the whiteboard, right? The people that are around me and come in contact with me will see it in me. It exudes out of me because it has become a part of who I am, because this is what I know to be true. Okay, I have ingrained so much of it into me that this is what exudes out, right? So oh, trending, we love you so much. Let me pin you up here so that we can give you a little attention, baby. I love you so much, trending trader. This may not be the live for you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for the follows. Lucy and Lou, thank you so much. Tap into your higher self. Yes. That your shirt says made a lot of sense. Okay, so I was trying to go through the comments. Okay, let me catch back up. You guys tap the screen, share the live. Okay, hey Nick, how you doing, honey? Let's see. I now understand my spiritual self, higher self more. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Applejacks, I love you so much. I'm so glad you're here. I need words repeated. I know, Sarah. It's okay. She is teaching. Good morning. He is important. Repetition is the mother of skill. Yes, it is. Okay, trending. We gave you your attention, honey. Okay. I love you so much. If I don't resonate with you, baby, I'm not forcing you to stay here. I'm not forcing you to stay here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, good. I'm glad you caught it too. All right. So, let me get back to this. So again, it's important that we stay in the flow, right? We stay in the flow of things. Hold on. There we go. It's important that we stay in the flow. All right. When we stay in the flow, when we are present, when we pay attention to the signs, right? What will happen? When we have laser focus on our goals, when we use those creative tools on a daily basis, what will happen is we will quantum jump. We'll be quantum jumping here. Okay? That's when everything is moving really fast, faster than what you expected. I went through it when it came to this house and my husband and all of that. And a few months ago, I quantum jumped like twice. You actually feel the difference between the realms. You feel the difference. And sometimes your looks will even change. Okay? Your looks will even change, right? Because you're different people in these different realms, so to say. You are changing. Like if this would typically take 6 months, a year, 3 months, etc., right? And you quantum jump. Over time we change and we alter. Our looks will change and alter a little bit anyway, right? So when you're quantum jumping, don't be surprised if you look differently day to day, okay? Don't be surprised if you look differently day to day, okay? So remember, we are all creators. We're all creating within our creation. This all we have all consciously created together, right? This reality, all right? We're all living here. I wish I could draw it like more, but okay. So look, okay? We're all in this universe together, okay? Okay? But guess what? This is me. Then you are over here. I like to change the marker so you guys can see. Changing without without trying, my looks has changed. I couldn't figure it out. Yes, absolutely. Yep, that's probably what it was. Okay? So here goes other people here. Okay? Other people here. Okay? This is why some people may have a house at 22. Some people may have a house at 40. Some people may have a house at 33. Say that they have a goal for a house. I'm just giving examples, right? Of how we're all here existing on earth, okay, in this realm, but yet we all have our own universe, universe, living. We're all living within our own universe as well, okay? All right? I hope that this makes sense. Now, what's important is you stay on the highest frequency, as high of a frequency as you can, as possible. Okay? As high as a frequency as you can. Love, 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 love. Why is this so important? This is where the spiritual being, the spiritual part of us wants to live. Okay, that's where the spiritual part of us wants to live. That's where we have the desire to live. Okay, you want to be in the high frequency. Okay, now that's where I say, well, they say, that's love, and I don't know what comes directly under love. I don't know the order, but we know that love is one of the, or gratitude and things like that. Those are the highest frequencies, right? Those are the highest frequencies, okay? So on a daily basis, you want to be asking yourself, how do I feel? Because that will determine what frequency you are on. Okay, that will determine what frequency you are on. Are you high vibrational or low vibrational? They say there is no right or wrong. They say there is no right or wrong. But understand that whichever frequency you are vibrating on, that's what you're going to see in that realm. Okay, so right here, for instance, this may be abundance. This may be the abundance realm. Okay. Okay. This right here may be the gratitude realm. Okay? This one right here may be the love realm. Okay? So you got these different realms, okay, that you can live on. Okay? Live in, live within, be in, okay? Vibrate in, vibe on. All right? When you get, the spiritual being knows that when the 3D us, when the avatar us wants these materialistic things, the spiritual being knows that we need to hop in the frequency. The avatar us wants to chase the house. Okay, we want to chase the material things because we're trying to make sense of the objects. We're giving ourselves symbols, signs here to represent. Ooh, this is good. Okay, I got it. The things here, the house here, right, in this 3D world represents to the avatar, the physical us. It may represent success on some level. Okay, this may represent, okay, I've made it, I got a house, oh my gosh, right? Or, oh my gosh, abundance. This may represent abundance for the 3D avatar person here. Okay. The spiritual being, the spiritual us, the higher us, understands that it's not about this. And we should never really chase this. We shouldn't be chasing this. And the way to get to this, the quickest, easiest, most effective ways to get to this, right, is through getting in the realm of where that house would be vibrating. Where would that house be vibrating, right? So when you have a goal, okay? So if someone wants to manifest a home, right? They should be focused on the abundance, having gratitude within their life. Those should be their focus, right? They're still moving in the direction of the home. They're doing, see the avatar here, the 3D us, is going to do what? They're going to take care of the actions. I got it, guys. It's taking care of the actions and the speaking. So the 3D us, the avatar us, the physical us is going to go out, speak to the realtor. They're going to go out, speak to the lender. They're going to go out and do these things, right? That's what the physical being part of us is going to do. But the spiritual part of us, right? The spiritual part of us, right, is going to make sure that we get into the realm of gratitude. We're going to be thinking, thank you, the Kent. Let me turn off my phone calls, you guys. Give me 60 seconds, power tapping the screen. Okay. And so it's 111, 111 people here, you guys. Make a wish, 111. Okay, that's a sign from the divine. I follow the signs. All right. So the spiritual being, that's letting me know that I'm on the right track because it's still 111. Look at how long that's sitting there. See, when you start following, when you're in tune with the divine, when you are present, when you are aware, right, you begin to have this dance, this relationship with the divine, with your angels, with your guides, okay? They come through and they show out, okay? And once you guys have your language, how you guys speak, okay, then your communication starts, all right? So the fact that I'm going into this, I've never explained this stuff this way, but they're letting me know that, boom, you're on it, okay? You're on it. So that it stayed there long enough for me to see and acknowledge it, okay? You always acknowledge your signs and you give gratitude. You give gratitude, okay? Can I save this live? Okay, I'll upload it to the tube. You guys make sure to subscribe to the tube channel, okay? The link is in my bio. All right, because if anything ever happens to TikTok, then you know where I'll be, okay? You know where I'll be. And also, go ahead and get your class materials. The manifestation bundle is on sale, guys. Link is in the bio, okay? If this is your first time here, make sure you get your class materials, all right? So you can be on track with us. You got to be on track with us. Do something different. Take advantage of the holiday sale as well. Happy holidays to you guys. My gift to you, okay? So... Again, now, we understand that the spiritual being will take care of the thinking and the emotions. The thinking and the emotions, okay? All right? The spiritual being, the spiritual part of us will take care of that, okay? All right, so again, it's about the different levels of power. We don't want to just master this 3D world. We don't. We are spiritual and physical. We want to master both of our worlds, right? This is a different level of power here, okay? You want to master yourself, master your reality, the 3D and the spiritual. You want to master your mind. You want to master it all, okay? So constantly asking yourself, who are you? Who am I? Ask yourself that. Who am I? Right? Who am I? You are a creator. You must understand this. You must understand who you are so that you can understand your power. When you understand your power, you move differently. You see differently. You hear differently. Okay? So this is so crucial. A lot of us, we don't know who we are. We weren't taught that. No shame, no, I'm not trying to get on people, but because we weren't taught this in school. This should have been the main subject. This should have been 6 hours of our day of learning, right? It should have been 6 hours of our day, but they didn't do that to us. So we're all trying to figure it out. We're all in this together. What's the site? What's my site? We are all winning, okay? We are all winning. We're all doing this together. Okay, so What else do we want to ask ourselves and keep asking ourselves is, how do you feel? These are two questions that you need to be asking yourself on a daily basis. Who am I and how do I feel? Because that feeling is going to dictate the frequency that you are on, which is then going to dictate the vibe that you are vibrating at, which is then going to dictate what you see in your reality for that day. Okay? All right. And it's also very important to remain in the present, to remain in the now. Okay? To remain in the now. Yesterday we were talking about the law of detachment. Say somebody's trying to manifest this home. Okay? And they're so attached. I gotta get this home. Oh my goodness. I gotta work some extra hours. I gotta work. Like, okay. So they're attached, right, to this house and getting it through their job, and they got to do this, and it may even feel somewhat forced. Okay? When you release attachment, when you detach, right, that allows for this being to be open to the many possibilities that would bring this house into fruition. Okay? There's so many things so many possibilities. Somebody could gift you money. You could win a small lottery of $20,000. Like, anything could happen. But see, if you're so attached to, I got to go to work and I got to work this many hours so that I can save up this much money, you are limiting how this house will come to fruition. Okay? So the detachment part, the law of detachment, is really allowing us to remain present in the now. Okay? This is scary for a lot of people. A lot of people are unable to remain in the now where there's uncertainty. If you think about it and pivot your perception, the now can actually be exciting. Okay? How many of you guys have ever had your parents say, "Get in the car, we're gonna go somewhere. I have a surprise for you," right? Or someone says, "Hey, I have a surprise for you." You know what that feels like? That uncertainty. See, instead of us being worried about the bills that are coming about, that we think we don't have the money for right now, instead of us being worried about the Christmas gifts or the birthday gifts or the whatever, buying people this or doing this for somebody else, or I don't know what people may be worried about not being able to have a child, whatever their worry is, okay? Whatever their worry is, see, instead of being focused on what isn't and on the future or the past that has traumatized you around this specific thought or belief, you remain in the present. When you remain in the present, this uncertainty, it allows you to trust and have faith in the things to come. Okay? It allows you to have faith and trust in the things to come. Okay? We know that the self, this higher being, it is the source of any and everything that we want. Allow it to deliver it to you. Allow it to surprise you. Allow it to gift you. Allow it to worry. Do the worrying for you. How many of you guys are worried about bills? How many of you guys, because we were talking about abundance until the end of the year, right? How many of you guys are worried about bills? Well, see, that's the 3D you. That's the avatar you. Okay? That's the avatar you. Okay? All right? So the avatar you, Esco says, if you stress or have an attachment, it'll go farther away from you. Oh, okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. I'll come back to it. Let me pin it. Okay? How many of you, okay, good. Some say not anymore, good. But then some say 100%, right? Okay, I have a worry that I'm homeless in 12 days. Listen, 741, okay? Listen, all right? This is your goal. Your goal is I am safe, I am warm, and I have a home. That is your goal, right? You, right now, I want you to demand for your higher being, the divine within you, to show you and direct you and guide your steps in the least the way of least resistance to that home. And you need not worry. You need not worry. When you worry, you're taking your focus off of your goal. When you worry, now your focus is over here. It's in complete opposite direction of where you should be focused. And this is why people will get into those hiccups. They'll get bombarded with the bills. They'll get bombarded with the money issues. They'll get bombarded with the this and the that and the this and the problems. You understand? Because they have started relying on this 3D world to show them how powerful they are. And when you see bills and when you see this and when you see all these problems, you start to think lowly of yourself. You think lowly of yourself. You understand? Because you're judging yourself off of this 3D world, which you are not of. You are just here to experience it. You understand? So the higher being you knows how to get you that house. But if you are exuding your power, which is your emotions, your worry, if you're giving your power, which is your emotions, okay, if your power is worry, then guess what? Okay, guess what? You will manifest. If your thought is, oh my gosh, I'm in panic mode. I can't find a house. I think I'm going to be homeless. And then you attach a negative emotion to it like fear, anxiety, worry, depression, stress, then guess what? You have literally made this a belief. You're making it a belief. And then guess what? That will be the world that you will see reflected, because we live in according to our beliefs. See, we're all living different lives because of what we all believe to be true. What I believe in my heart, all the things that I've gone through and experienced and all of that, what's programmed in me is different than what's programmed in you. You understand? So that's how we're able to all coexist, but be living different lives. So you can manifest that and you can actually be working against yourself. Like they said, like someone said Esco said in here, the more and more you stress about it, you're actually pushing this away. And it's so true, because it's the resistance, right? It's the resistance. See, when you have to have laser focus in the sense that it is done. Your laser focus needs to be, I need y'all to tap the screen. I need y'all to tap the screen. I need y'all to share this live. This live can be life-changing if you let it be. But you got to let it be. And you got to share it for me, okay, guys? That's how you can help and support me. And also make sure that you are following. And also make sure you get your class materials, the Manifestation Bundle. The link is in the bio, okay? All right? If you're in class now, if you know you resonate with me, if I am giving you guys some good information, some good knowledge that will empower you, you guys can join the community and get your class materials, okay? And I'll see you here tomorrow or the next day. Okay? So, again, what was I saying? Yes. So the laser focus that I talk about here is about seeing that it is, or knowing that it is done. And it's done because we know that the higher self always knows how to take care of anything that we need here. But see, we have been taught not to rely on us. We have been taught not to, rely on the higher being. Understood? Okay. What we think about, we bring about. Exactly, Dina. Okay. Fear works like faith. Yes, it is. It is a form of faith. Yeah, it is. Just in the opposite direction. That's why we must stay in faith. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I really, really appreciate it. Good knowledge in my first time here. Thank you for this clarity. Alina, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, a virtual hug. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you so much for this. It was divine timing. So let's talk about that. So 741 says divine timing. See, this is the thing. And this is why it's so important to follow these signs, to be present, to be aware. Because see, 741 is going through this. Here goes 741, right? The 741 don't know me. I don't know 741. But the 741 has looked or has asked for some type of clarity, guidance. They have. Okay? Now, the divine being within 741 has led them to this live. The divine being within 741 is trying to help him. Okay? It's trying to help him. But if 741 does not take heed to this information, they will suffer. We all will suffer. When we are taught these spiritual laws and this spiritual knowledge and we do not apply them, we suffer here in this 3D world. Thank you, Vicky. Sorry, guys, I'm talking loud. It's because I'm so passionate about this, okay? So I'm not yelling, okay? I'm not yelling, okay? So it was meant for me to be here. Yes, Sina says it was meant for me to be here. Absolutely. It is. Everything. We're always being divinely guided, you guys. We are always being divinely guided. I cannot express that enough. When you get that internal feeling about that person that you're with, that you know you're not supposed to be with, that is the divine telling you to leave. And see, when you listen, you are able to be that much closer to the relationships that you want. But when you do not listen, you will suffer there, won't you? You will be in that relationship and you will not be fulfilled and you'll be unhappy and you'll be going through this and you'll be going through that. You understand? Okay? But when you are disciplined enough to listen to the divine within you, okay, things will be magically unfolding. Why? Because you're following the signs. And when you follow the signs, you're divinely guided to get to where you actually want to go. See, the problem is we think we know what we want. You think you know what you want. And you these people, sometimes people come in our lives, baby, and they show us what they want to show us. That's why we got to listen to the divine when the divine leads us to the people that we need to be around and be with. It may not be who you expect. But see, instead of you being disciplined, you want to go because this is more tempting over here, baby. Okay, I done been there. Okay, I love y'all. I've been there. Okay, I get it. That's how I can talk about it because I've been there. You get what I'm saying? But in that, I suffered. Okay? And that's just the truth. But when I started following the divine, my goodness, your life unfolds magically. It feels like it feels unreal. It feels like you're moving within the spiritual realm. It honestly feels like that, okay? You guys tap the screen. Let me go through these comments. I just finished watching Everything Everywhere All at Once. Then this live is... What is Everything Everywhere All at Once? Has anyone else ever seen that? Your energy is so pure. God is pleased with you. Keep teaching. Oh my goodness. Give me a hug. Truly true. I'm so grateful for this. So this is an example. I am not a social media person. I'm very private, right? So I was getting nudged, go online. And I was like, I don't want to. I've been getting nudged to teach this stuff. And I was literally like not being receptive to the divine. You understand? So once I was receptive to the divine and listened, my channel, my page here flourished, right? I'm going through another one right now. I personally, let me get through these comments. I got 31 comments. You guys tap the screen. Tap the screen. Duality. Go ahead. Love your enthusiasm. You good. Keep that passion. LOL. I'm not yelling. Yeah, because somebody yesterday was like, you're yelling. I think it was Maria. Everything is on purpose. Thank you for these reminders and clarities. Yes. Girls say it. Yes. Clarence. Hey, Clarence. You up in here? Peace need nothing. Peace be still. Hello, Levi, or is it Levy? Nas, but isn't the point of manifesting to know what we want? Yes, Nas. Okay, so where did I lose you with that? Did I say something? What did I say that made you say this? Share the line. I know what I want. I want whole health. Yes. Okay. If you're not tapping, you're slacking. Dina, that is cool. Hi, what if I have finance issues? How do I change this reality? Because I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay. Nas, I'll wait for your answer. And right here, I'm going to go into this, Georgie, really quickly. Okay. Good day. Yes, I've seen it. Okay. It's like being in the zone for any of the athletes in here. Yes. It's a movie about the multiverse and quantum position. Okay. I might have to check that out. I don't watch TV, but I'll check that out. Everything. What is it called again? Everything Everywhere is everything everywhere. I'll remember. How do I use these okay, Jay, please don't get off this live until I get off this live, okay? Nikki says, Gorgeous Mind says, hi, Nikki, I'm not a social media person. Either we will chat about that today. Oh, hi. Mwah! How are you, honey? Mwah! Love you so much. Hablas muy claro, logro entenderte. Gracias. Oh, de nada. Mwah. De nada, de nada. What was your question? Sorry, I missed it. Girl, I don't know. I'm going. I don't know. You cannot have what is in the absence of what is not. Oh, no, the movie Coherence. Ooh, that's on Quantum Leap. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so someone says, how do I stop drinking? Okay. So, how do I stop drinking? Anybody that wants to take a screenshot of this, please take a screenshot of this. Let me back it up. And then hold on, guys. I'm going to let you take a screenshot because I'm going to delete this, okay? Okay. Go ahead, take your screenshot and give me a thumbs up when you're done. If you want a screenshot of this, please go ahead. Hey, Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Oh, Ruby, you just missed a good download, honey. Take a screenshot. Give me a thumbs up once you're done. Give me a thumbs up so I know. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. Okay. So, awesome, awesome. Okay. If you have an addiction, right? $60 power tap the screen for me, guys. Power tap the screen for me. Help me out. Share this live and power tap for me, guys. Power tap, power tap. Let me get my mind right for this question. Okay. If you are new here, please go to the link in the bio and get your class materials, get your manifestation bundle, guys, so that you can be in alignment with the class. Okay. You gotta be in alignment with the class, baby. All right. So someone here says, if I want to, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So if I want to, sorry. Okay, if I want to stop an addiction, okay? Say I want to stop an addiction. So here goes, I forgot who they said that they were, their name. But this is them. They want to stop alcohol. Okay? So right now, how do they see themselves? They see themselves as this person, and alcohol. I'm just going to use that. You may not see yourself as that. I'm giving an example, okay? I'm just going to use the term alcoholic, but I don't know how you truly see yourself. You may just be a social drinker, a drinker that drinks a lot socially or something. I don't know. Okay. But this is how this person sees themselves currently. Okay. And now over here, this is what they want to be. They want to be a non-drinker. Okay? Okay? So remember I told you that there's 4 creative tools that you must use in order to create the reality that you want to see and live. Okay? Those tools are your thinking, your speaking, your actions, and your emotions. Okay? Okay? These 4 things is what creates your reality. So every single day, you must be using these things in alignment with the life that you want to live and see. Okay? All right. Now, a lot of times, what people will do is they will say, I want to stop drinking. And what will they do? They will cut out, they will just stop the drinking, right? They will do the action part of it, okay? They will stop the drinking. That's the physical part of it. That's this right here. So that's good. They're taking some type of action, right? Okay. But what you must understand is this person wants to become this one, which means there is contrast here. This is a different person that they must become. Okay. And because they must become this different person, they must change how they completely identify with themselves. They must see themselves as this non drinker first. Okay. It's not enough just to stop the drinking. Yes, they can stop the drinking, but guess what? It'll be temporary. It'll be temporary. They may be able to do it for a couple of weeks, a few days, a couple of months, okay? But if this person now says, you know what, just starts this is what I would do, okay? Because I understand the mindset. What I would do is this would be my first thought, non drinker. And then say, what is this? This is December. So what would I do? I would say, you know what? I'm not a drinker. I'm sober. I love mocktails, right? And alcohol actually tastes disgusting. Now, every time I pick up a drink right now in December, okay, it's December, okay? Every time I pick up a drink right now in December, okay, I'm gonna intentionally, because remember, this is an intentional move that you have to make. This is an intentional change that you're making. Okay. So, because it's an intentional change you have to make, you must be intentional with your thinking, your emotions, your speaking, and your actions. You understand? Okay. So, here in December, I'm going to start with the thinking and the feeling first. Why? This is the spiritual being within you. Okay. I'm getting the spiritual being on board with me first. Okay. So I'm going to start every time I pick up a drink, I'm going to be like, oh, this shit is nasty. Oh my God. This is disgusting. I may still drink that whole beer. I may drink 5, but I'm going to tell myself this is disgusting. Every time I take a sip, ugh, I don't know why I drink this shit. You understand? What am I doing? I'm getting in that mind, baby. I'm getting in that mind. Every time I go to the store to buy some alcohol, I'm going to say, oh, this is a waste of money, right? What am I doing here? Okay. Remember, I told you when you take these thoughts of yours, when you intentionally, because only 2% of the population lives intentionally, the other 98% is on autopilot. But when we are intentional, right? We take the thoughts that we want, they're called outgoing thoughts, and we implant them into our being how we want it to be and how we want it to be reflected. So that means we're deciding intentionally how we want to live our life. And when we do that, we attach an emotion to it. When we attach the emotion to it, that gives power to that thought. Okay. So when I sit up there and I say, ugh, and I'm really over exaggerating because this is what I want you to do. I really want you to be like, ugh, this shit is nasty. Oh my God, I'm so tired of drinking. I'm so tired. That isn't me anymore. I don't care if you drink 20 more drinks that night. I don't care if you drink 20 more days. See, you're just getting in the process, right? You're getting in the process of it. You're doing the spiritual work first, okay? You're doing the spiritual work first, okay? Now, when you do that enough, guess what? That emotion gives power. Your reticular activating system goes out there and is out there trying to find proof of this. You mean to tell me she thinks drinking sucks? She ain't never said this before. Okay, this drinking stuff. You got to be intentional. So you got to make yourself see why it is disgusting. You got to make yourself see why it is a waste of money. Show yourself that, because when you do that intentionally, it's reinforcing that thought. It is reinforcing that thought. And then guess what's happening? It becomes a belief. When it becomes a belief, you will live your life in according to it. Then you can stop drinking with ease. Then you can stop drinking. Now, the gap between here and here may be 3 months, maybe a year. It depends on your willpower. Everybody's going to be different, right? Okay? But if you do it in this order as opposed to just doing the action, then guess what? It will actually last, because you have shifted your complete. I'm getting hyped up in here. Give me 60 seconds of power tapping the screen. 60 seconds, y'all. They let me know we on track. Woo! They letting us know, baby. They said right there. They said right there. And they also knocked down this book, so maybe I need to read this. Maybe I need to open this up. So I'm gonna leave that there because I pay attention to the signs. Okay? Because I pay attention to the signs. Oh, good. It's making sense. But in such a bad manifested loads, and I received, but in such a bad way. Ooh, tell me about it, BB. What are you saying? To do according to that text. What book was it? That's great advice. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are understanding. This is the book that just fell down. So I'm gonna open this later. Okay, so do we understand that? It's about shifting your identity. It's about, and I talk about this in the Manifest the Best. It's in your bundle. Okay. In the Manifest the Best 3-day workshop, I talk about this. Shifting your self-concept. This allows, we understand that there's contrast here. There's contrast. So there must be things that must be done, okay, in order to bridge the gap, okay, in order to shift you from here to here, okay. And it's not just with one of your creative tools, okay. You got to do all of these, because what are you doing when you do all of them? You're bringing along your spiritual and your physical. Okay? You're bringing along your spiritual and your physical. So this is how you do it. I would not put any pressure on myself. So you're sitting up here asking about the alcohol. I would accept that, you know what? I drink. Okay? I drink. I would say that to myself. I drink. I drink a little too much. I think I see different for myself. See, you got to acknowledge where you are so that you can know where you're going. If you can't acknowledge truthfully where you are right now and where you stand, you won't really be able to bridge the gap, because you're gonna be like fugazi with it. You understand? So be completely honest and real with where you are now. Choose your new image, choose your new identity, where you want to see yourself, right? And then relax. Then go into mind. You're basically mind screwing yourself. You're telling yourself, you're deciding for yourself that this is not going to be your future. You understand where you are right now. And you accept that right now. And it's okay. The beautiful thing is you desire something different. Look forward to that. Okay? Look forward to that. Be inspired by that where you're going. Even if you pick up 5 damn beers tonight, it doesn't matter. Do not judge yourself. Start the work. So what you do when you're still drinking, oh, this is nasty. Blech. And then you'll notice that over time, you won't even be drinking all of the drink. Or one day you'll say, you know what, I'm good. I don't feel like it. You understand? It's about being intentional because you're intentionally deciding to level up or change yourself in some way. Okay? Now here, don't just go out here and stop the drinking. How many of you guys know somebody who has their weight has been they seesaw with their weight? One moment they're up, one moment they're down, one moment they're up. Raise your hand if you know somebody like that. Sorry, guys, this bubble came from my space heater. I just had my space heater in here, and it bubbled my damn board. I'm so mad about that. Yes, okay, so with the weight thing, same thing, okay? So let's go over that, right? Let's go over that. Here you are. You have somebody, right? Okay, say this person, I'm going to reverse it. I'm not going to do weight loss. I'm going to do weight gain because either way, it's the same thing. All right, so we have somebody 125. Okay. All right. This is me. Okay. And then say I wanted to be 150. Okay. Okay. Say I wanted to be 150. Now, the immature me did what? The immature me would do what? Go out and eat. I'm going to go eat. Right? Okay. Now, number one, let's back it up. Here, 125 pounds. Grew up always hearing Nikki, skinny Nikki, the skinny Nikki. That one, the skinny one, the small one. Me, that's me. So guess what? That became my identity. Hey, Ruby, I love you, girl. Mwah. That became my identity, right? Now, because this became my identity, skinny, this is what I began to relate to, even as an adult. This is how I identify. Okay. So here you're choosing a new identity. So you're saying the larger one. I want to be larger. I'll just put larger. This is the larger name. Okay. Now, if I want to do that, there is contrast here. There's a difference between this one and this one. All right. Actually, 25-pound difference. But it's also a mindset thing. Okay. What I was doing initially when I had my oldest son, I was like, dang, I like my weight. Okay, I want to gain some weight. So after I had him, I wanted to gain my weight, right? What did I do? I went out here and eat. What did I do? I gained the weight. Right? Okay. But guess what happened? Let me miss one damn meal, baby. Let me miss 1-2 meals and that weight will fall off me like it was never there. Never there. Okay? It may take me 3 weeks, a month to get to this. Longer than that. You understand? But because my identity was this, okay? I identified with this. I always said, "Oh, I gotta eat all of this food." In my mind, I had to eat all of this food because this is who I was. I couldn't miss a meal because this is who I was. If I did, it would fall off. Okay. In my mind, it was hard for me to gain weight because this is who I was. See, when you accept an identity, that's a belief, and you will live your life out according to that belief. Right? Now, every time I got this and I missed a meal or two, this falls off. And then guess what? I'm back here. Because all I did, thank you. All I did was take care of one part of it, the action. the action of eating. But baby, it's much more than that. You understand? I needed to change my whole identity. I needed to start seeing myself as this instead of this. You can't see yourself as this, but then expect to remain this. You can manipulate energy temporarily. Yes, you can get to the weight temporarily, but it will fall off. You will always revert back to who you identify with, who you truly are, the dominant energy, the dominant belief. Give me a yellow heart in the comments if this makes sense. Does this make sense? Give me a yellow heart in the comments if this makes sense, guys. Oh, wow. So many followers. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yellow heart if you guys understand. Mwah. Awesome. This is great. This is great. I identify as a billionaire. That's healthy. Yes, Annie. Oh, Aqua, thank you. The revelations in this live. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Hey, Joseph. Welcome back. 3 days in a row, baby. I done seen you 3 days in a row. Agua says, I always wondered why. Yes, this is why. How are you identifying? Put it in the comments. Tell me, how are you guys identifying? It doesn't have to be with weight, but do you identify as an intelligent young man? Do you identify as a go-getter? Go-getter. How do you identify? Put it in the comments. Annie Rose says, I identify as a billionaire with all the time in the world, hanging out on a beautiful beach. Okay. I love that, Annie. I'm joining you. Maria says, I weigh 60 kilograms and I'm 155 centimeters high and I want to weigh 45. Okay. Ruby says, I needed you today. My damn doc making me angry today. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you're here, Ruby. I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so let's see. Seesaw. Okay, so I caught up with the comments. Let me go back down here. All right. Makes sense. It's putting all of these missing pieces into place. Yes. Oh, that's so wonderful. You guys are so amazing. I'm like loving your comments. And look out for my videos because I put the comments and the beautiful comments in these videos sometimes. Okay. I'm so grateful I came across you today. Oh my gosh. Are you guys tapping the screen, sharing the live? I know I got y'all doing a lot. Tap the screen, share the live. That's really how you guys can support me. I would love to have this on the FYP. Thank you, Raisha. Thank you, honey. How do you set a dominant belief with this? Oh, yes, I just went over that, Yanni, but I can go back. I identify as potential. I identify as wealthy. Yes, I love these. Thank you, Ruby. I had to step out. I missed a little. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, man. I identify as someone with financial freedom. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. All right. So, where was I going? Okay. So let me give you guys, this is an example in weight. All right. Let me give you guys Hi.
It was coming.
Huh? Watch out. Watch out. You're in front of the phone. Come over here.
It was coming.
Huh?
It was coming.
Come with you?
No, it was calling.
No, I didn't call you. Give me a kiss. I was loud. You heard me? I wasn't calling you. Thank you, baby.
She didn't call you.
Aw. Aw. He thought I called him. He thought I called him, my baby. Okay, let me show you guys another one. With love. You guys get a kick out of this one. Now, I've used this one as an example before, too. Okay. How many of you guys have ever met somebody, right? Okay. Okay. So, I don't know. Okay, here goes a lady, right? And here goes a guy. Okay? Okay? So they go on a date. Okay? They go on a date. And when they go on a date, right? She falls head in love. She's like, oh my God, I just love him. He's so wonderful. Oh my goodness, this is amazing, right? So what is happening here is this person right here is showing you or showing this lady what he wants to show her. Okay. So he may be super sweet. He may open her doors for her. He may call her 3 times a day. Okay. All right. But then you notice, okay, so this is all within the first 30 days. Okay. 30 days. Okay. Now, somewhere, like, say day 35. Okay. This man shifts. Okay. He stops calling and just texts. He doesn't have any more time for her, etc. Right? And he's sort of snappy on the phone. All right. Now, what happened here? For these first 30 days, he was Prince Charming. Okay? He's Prince Charming. And then all of a sudden on day 35, he shifts into a damn frog or something. I don't know what you want to call it, right? It goes backwards. Instead of him, the frog becoming the prince, the prince becomes the frog. What is this happening right here? Okay. So remember, I told you, however you identify, whatever is your dominant belief, okay, whatever is your dominant belief about who you are and how you feel and stuff, that is the life that you will live, regardless of what you want to do. Okay? Here, he meets her and he's smitten, right? And he wants to be super sweet. So what does he do? And he wants to, get to know her and stuff like that. And he's being amazing. He is using his actions. He is physically taking action, right? To be Prince Charming. Okay? Physically doing the actions to be Prince Charming. But if that's not truly who he is, if he's not truly the guy that opens the doors, if he's not truly the guy that really likes her a lot and wants to call her frequently, right? And all of that good stuff, that will be revealed. It's no getting around it. The true identity of who you are will come to surface because it has the dominant energy, the dominant force, the dominant what did I say? Energy, force. Yes, the dominant energy around you. That is the belief of who you are. That is how you are operating. Okay? So it doesn't matter if he sits up here and does this for 30 days because the true him is going to take over. So this is why I say when you're dating someone new, baby, give it time, right? Give it time. If it seems too good to be true, give it time, right? Because the real them will show itself. All right. You got to pay attention and see the signs. Okay. You have to pay attention and be present enough to see the signs. Okay. That's one example with love. Okay. Did that make sense? How many of you guys have met somebody and they're one way when you meet them and then all of a sudden shit changed? You're like, hold up, you used to have time for me. Now all of a sudden you ain't got no time. Like, or you used to this, but now you don't do that. Okay, or you used to open my door and now you don't. What's going on? You understand? Or anything like that. Yes, sounds familiar. Absolutely, that is what is happening. See, they tried to manipulate the energy temporarily show you what you want to see. They're showing you what you want to see, but if that's not truly who they are, it will come to light. Okay. Now, let me show you guys another quick example. Okay. Say you have a young lady here, right? Okay. And say her dominant belief is love sucks. Why does she believe that? Why is her self-concept on that? I talk about evaluation, self-evaluation, self-imprinting, boosting in the manifestation bundle. You guys, I can't express to you enough. This bundle it's a super sale. Okay, you guys get a complete workshop. You get the ebook, the Manifestation Mastery ebook. You also get the frequency healing track, and you also get a money saving challenge too, a 30-day challenge in there. Okay, so look here. If she has the belief that love sucks, okay, link is in the bio for that. But if she has the belief that love sucks, because maybe she never saw her parents have a healthy relationship, parents didn't have, and it sort of scarred her, traumatized her. Okay, so didn't have loving relationship. Okay, so this is why she has this belief. This is why she has this program, right? Now, guess what? This is her life growing up from ages 1 through 18 till she got out of high school. She experienced her parents always fighting, infidelity, stuff like that, right? So she's sort of like, her heart chakra is blocked. She has a blockage there. Okay. So what will happen? An example of what will happen. Anything can happen. All possibilities are possible. So it doesn't always just happen like this, but I'm just giving you an example so you guys can understand what is happening in our lives, right? So here, okay, say when she gets in college and she's age 21, she meets a guy. And this guy loves her and he spoils her and he wants to like nurture her and take care of her, right? So say she does meet a real Prince Charming. Okay. So she knows or believes that love sucks, but she really wants or has the desire to be in a relationship. Right? So she has the desire, but unfortunately, she just has this previous belief that is ingrained in us, right? You got that right. You got that right, Cleona, right? So here, okay, she will be with this man, right? And temporarily, in the beginning, it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing, right? But unfortunately, see, that can only be temporary because her dominant belief is that love sucks. That's her dominant belief. So temporarily, she can manipulate energy and have fun with him. You know, they'll have fun, they'll be in love, etc. But after a while, something is going to happen. All right, time. It could be time. Something's going to happen, right? That is going to cause her, okay, to go back into how the dominant belief, how she identifies, what she identifies with the most. So because this is the dominant belief, it will cause problems. It will actually cause problems with this relationship. She's going to be asking, I don't know why. She's going to be saying things like, I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I hung out with this other guy and kissed this guy. I didn't want to do that. You'll hear her saying things like that. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I did this. It's because the dominant being within her is acting out in according to what it believes. So it doesn't matter what she wants. if her dominant program is going to play out. Does that make sense? Raise your hand if that makes sense. Raise your hand if that makes sense. So circumstances are going to pop up, and she's going to be acting on these circumstances that's going to cause this relationship to crumble. Because why? Because her belief is that love sucks. She doesn't believe that love is, people can have healthy, loving relationships. Makes sense. Awesome. And I got one more for you. Okay? I got one more for you. What was that? Okay? Let me show you. I love this stuff, guys. If you can't tell. I've been studying the mindset for 20 years. I've been studying manifestation for 20 years. For 15 years. But I'm so passionate about the mindset because in order for me to teach you how to manifest the things you want in your life, your mind has to be on point. Your mind has to be on point. Okay? It has to be on point. Okay? Now, how many of you guys, I'm not going to draw this next one. I'm just going to speak it. Okay. But how many of you guys have ever, see, when I was younger, I used to watch those, court TV. It used to be court TV then. That tells my age right there. Okay. It used to be court TV. And on court TV, they used to be crime shows, right? Where you would have to solve, you would go through the show with them while they're solving the mysteries, right? Okay. Now, through watching this and understanding this, a lot of the serial unalivers, those serial unalivers, you would hear a lot of them saying, I don't know what happened. I blacked out. And when I came to, I had did this, right? Let me tell you what's going on there. Okay. Let me tell you what's going on there. If I sit here at my desk and every single day I think about unaliving someone, just think about it. All you got to do is think about it. When you're thinking about it repeatedly, right? That's one of your super creative tools. It's becoming a dominant what? Belief. When you are watching, when they're watching unaliving shows, right? Thank you, Vicki. When they're watching this stuff, okay, it's being embedded in them. Okay, if they're watching a lot of horror, and they're like, oh my gosh, that seems cool. And then they think about it more, and they think about it more, and they think about it, right? This becomes the dominant energy. Now, if you ain't careful, what will happen is one day there will be because the universe aligns things for you. It does not discriminate as to good or bad. This is not how the universe works. It does not discriminate on good or bad. But what will happen is a situation will arise where this person can unalive someone. All right. And what will happen is the body will literally take over. It will go into autopilot, like in a trance, because it has been programmed. Okay. It has been programmed. And this is now the dominant energy, the dominant thought, the dominant program that is playing out within them. It doesn't matter if they want to do it. Okay. Their body will go into autopilot and it will take over and it will unalive the person, whether this person is actively conscious of it or not. This is why some serial cannot control it. I'm not saying that they're right. I'm not saying that they're right. You understand? I'm trying to let you know how the mind works. This is why they cannot control it, or they feel like it's this urge. They have a mental loop going on. They have something going on, a cycle within there that they have not broken. You understand? This is why it's still their dominant program. And they will continue to unalive until something else is embedded there. You understand? Okay. So this is the same thing that happens with great athletes, great musicians. You will see something take over when they are playing the game. They do not have to think about it. They've done it enough in their mind. They've done it enough in their lives that they are really like their body has taken over. They don't have to really be conscious of what they're doing. Michael Jordan, I guarantee you, he didn't have to be conscious of every move he made on the court. You understand? Because he had done it enough. It was the dominant program. And that's how it doesn't, again, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, whether you're using that skill or that mindset to accomplish, to play a game and be a super athlete, or if you're using that in what we would say is a negative sense. All right. Does that make sense to you guys? I need a smiley face or a thumbs up. I need something in the comments to let me know that you guys understand this. Yes, Magic. Yes, Magic. Absolutely. My subconscious mind needs to. Red, I just went over that. Start telling yourself, I'm a gym rat. I'm a gym rat. Do that first. Do that for a month. Do that. Don't force it, guys, because then it's not going to be fun and then you're going to quit going to the gym. Get into the mindset first. Brainwash yourself first. You understand? Brainwash yourself first. Exactly, Magic. Magic said, this is seriously what just happened in my last relationship. Absolutely. It will happen. It will so happen. Okay, you guys are understanding everything I'm saying? I was sitting up here wondering like where I was going to go with all of this morning. So I'm glad that we were able to get into alignment. I'm learning this is where the shadow works come in. Yes. And since I feel like you don't want to suffer as you fear. So how to overcome. You've been my doctor, Miss Nikki. Oh, Ruby, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. You guys are so sweet. Then why would they start one if they don't believe in them? I wish I knew exactly what you were referring to, my darling, but I've been talking for a minute, so I don't even know. I tell myself I'm sick every day, and I know you sick. Amy, if you tell yourself that, please, guys, please be mindful. Please do not do things like that. Please, because you are breathing life into yourself or taking life away. Every time you speak over yourself. Please. This one. Yeah. How do I get myself out of thinking I'm sick every day? You do the reverse, Amy. You do the reverse. You tell yourself how healthy you are. You know, you look for proof of that. I am healthy. I can have perfect vision. I am healthy. My heart is pumping. I am healthy. I can go and walk to the block. You do this every single day. It becomes your belief that you are now healthy. Okay? This is someone unless it's not a test result, and I'm here trying to tell myself I'm him. Okay. So we have the power to change Kia. We have the power to change every cell in our body, baby. Every time you open your mouth, you're speaking to every cell in your body. Remember that. Okay. Anybody that's new, please go get your class materials. Let's see. If you are new here, go get your class materials, the manifestation bundle. I will see you here in the live, okay? The link is in the bio. If you want a one-on-one, please go to the site. The link in my bio will lead you guys to my website, okay? And make sure you follow, guys. I love you. I hope that this has been helpful. Bye.